morning, so it's another lovely start to the day. Blue sky. I've got young Teg, our blind but very lovely collie, trying to make some sort of contribution, mostly by eating my clothes. And this is like so many days recently, just blue sky, a little frost at night, and then gets up to about 20 in the daytime, and it's just, as you can possibly hear, lovely, quiet, peaceful. We're down back that way, and I'm on a hill that at certain parts of the year when there are no sheep on it we can walk on, and guests can come and have a stroll around here as well. So it's a lovely start to the day, and we've been here for nearly a year now. It's 11 and a half months we've been up here. We made a few changes, quite a few changes probably, and spent a lot of time and money on upgrading the cottages, and we're so lucky with the location. It's just fantastic, and fishing lakes are looking healthy, and somebody the other day pulled out a 19-pound carp, which is great. And yeah, it's been a nice, very unusual, atypical start to the year. It's never normally this sort of dry in April, and a little pond that fills up, that's by the drive-in, and that's dry as a bone. Last year the level never went down at all, so indication of just how dry it is. So I'm coming down now. We're down there, Eden Valley Breaks is down there. We've got this land here, these fields here, and at the moment we've got had the cows TB tested for the first time this year. I have a second visit from the vet on Thursday, and then I'll get a 6-month break, assuming they haven't got TB. The pony and the sheep are on the field behind me down here, and that's where they'll stay for the summer. And further down outside the main building, I'm just starting the process of putting in a biggish garden for guests, and I suppose the challenge isn't really the weather and how dry it is, it's trying to keep the cost down. So I took loads of cuttings last year. Most of those are doing okay, but I can't plant them yet, so they need to be potted on and need to grow good root systems. So they're really something for putting in at the end of this year. Been transplanting tons of plants that are already established, you things like your oxeye daisies, cornflowers, that kind of thing, and that's going to save a fair amount of time, and hopefully they'll get through this dry spell. I bought a few plants, not many, growing a lot from seed, and the idea is that obviously there'll be a nice garden filled with many perennials or annuals that self-seed, just to try and cut down on how much planting I have to do every year, because there's just me to do it. So hopefully this year a little bit, next year a bit more, year after that we should have a really nice established garden for guests to spend time in, particularly if the weather's like this, and hire a barbecue, just have a nice relaxing peaceful time. And then I've got a vegetable garden, which I've been saving up money for a polytunnel, so hopefully I should have that in the next few weeks, have that up and going. A bit late really, but better up than not. And put fruit trees in. I've got to establish some. That's the problem with having a blind dog. He runs into you. Gonna have to establish some vegetable beds, and trying to do that without spending a fortune on compost. So the floor of the barn is years worth of where the cows, alpacas, sheep have spent the winters, so that's going to be, I'll dig that up and use that as the basis for some vegetable beds. Up here in the field where the sheep and the pony spend the summer, they're not exactly the friendliest of animals. They will come closer to you if you've got carrots or something like that, but otherwise This lot keep themselves very much to themselves, don't need much looking after. Shear the sheep and just generally keep an eye on them, make sure the pony hasn't got too much grass, and yeah, just make sure they've got water and they look after themselves. Magnus the pony's 25 years old and he's very much his own bloke. He likes the sheep for company and just gets on with things.